What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna do a little something different today. I am out on a lake, Harts Lake here in Roy. Um, but today, what I'm gonna do is give you guys a little of a walkthrough around my kayak setup and what I have going on with it. I have a few questions regarding my setup, and it was kind of hard for me to, you know, text everything. It's better off that I show you guys. So I'm sure some of you guys have questions, and hopefully this video will answer some of that questions that you guys may have. So what we're gonna do is start from the bow, work on way to the back. I will show you guys each and everything that I have on this kayak here, and hopefully you guys like it. Let's go. Alright, as you can see, this is our 2023 Pro Angler 14 Mike Iaconelli edition. As y'all can see there. Let's work our way to the front here and we'll start from the bow. Okay, first things first, we have our motor guide XI3 with the spot lock. You already know what that motor is for. It's for when I'm fishing, if the wind's kicking in and I want to stay in one area so I can hammer down and fish efficiently. This comes in really handy. And we have our nav lights here onto our mount, which is our bow mount. I believe that's Tim Pearson or something like that. Come on down here. What we have next is our electronics here. What you see is 393SVs. They all network together except this guy, which I will explain here shortly. Okay, so our first two screen there, our front screen, the 293SV. What I use that for is when I'm going to a lake, new lake, old lake, it doesn't matter. I like to graph around, look around to see what type of activity is under the water, if there is fish there, if there is structure, and things of that nature. So what I have is this guy normally would do my side scan or side view, and then this guy will have either a down view or a 2D sonar. It depends on what I feel like doing that day. Sometimes I have two split screen, either that or sometimes I'll just use a single screen, like a big old full 9-inch of down view or 2D sonar. We have it on our mounted on our H-rail mount here, so I may upgrade that to a different mount, but I don't know yet. I don't think I need to spend extra money on stuff that I don't really need. So anyways, let's get back to it. So moving on, what I have here is my 93SV. This is the UHD2, the latest one that they just came out with from Garmin. Works great. I use this guy strictly for live scoping. This is my live scoping view and or for mapping. So that's what I use that for. Hopefully that explains why I have 3 screens. Hopefully that will help for some of you guys out there wondering what the heck, why does he have 3 screens? Well, that's why. Moving on. What we have here is our Sniper Marine live scope pole, as you can see there. And we have our LVS 34 here. Okay. And of course we have our pedal drive, the 360 drive. That thing is amazing. We have our seat here, the Vantage seat. What I did was went to Sportco here in town and put on a Yak Attack seat cushion. This works awesome, y'all. This works really awesome. Moving on, we have our 12-volt lithium battery here in the Newport box. This one right here is dedicated strictly for my bow mount trolling motor. Then moving on back here, we have our 16 by 16 Yak Attack crate, pro crate, and I added our short stack here on top. All my batteries I have in here is here, let me show you. What I have in this box is this. I have my other lithium batteries right here. The Rododo is strictly for my my graphs, my electronic, my black box, and live scoping. And then my 24-volt lithium battery here. This guy is strictly for my 24-volt trolling motor here in the back. Okay, so that's what I have that for. And of course I have, you know, little room, so I have my little crappie gear here, you know, extra crappie gear. I put it here out of the way, and then we have a perfect area to put extra straps and or, you know, water bottle that I use to fill my fish cooler here. This fish cooler here comes really handy because I'm limited in space, being the fact that I utilize just about every single part of this kayak so far, as y'all can see. So what I have next is my I apologize for the dirtiness, but you know, we caught a lot of fish. Sometimes the fish slimes get on it, so that's where that's from. I need to clean that out, so don't mind that. I got this bag right here. It's called Koetsu or whatever it is. It's from Amazon. It's like 20-30 bucks. Hey, what the heck, it's a lot more less expensive than the Hobie bag back here. So 20-30 bucks, that's all right. So we got that on there for our extra, you know, if we have snacks and whatnot. So as you can see here, I have beef jerky, some crackers and things of that nature. Sometimes I put like energy drinks back there also, whatever, you know, I want to put in there. So anyways, back to the crate here. So on top, what we have is my short stack, and in my short stack, what I normally keep in here is just, you know, miscellaneous stuff like, you know, my whistle, my scale, my crappie gauge, little, you know, power bank here that I use for my cameras, and you know, things like that, you know, stuff that I want, little electrical tape in case I need it. And on top of the black box here, what I have is my Breedia universal controller for my trolling motor for that guy. Since we're talking about this, let's go back here. So this guy here is my stern trolling motor here, my rear trolling motor. It is Newport vessel. It is a 86-pound thrust trolling motor, Newport vessel. And what I did, y'all, is, hopefully this captures it, but what I did, y'all, is this prop right here, it is a Minn Kota power prop. And what I did was, you know, take out the prop that comes with the Newport vessel, and I replaced it with the power prop. The reason I did that is because that power prop actually gave me a little bit more speed. I believe like 1 mile an hour more speed than the actual prop that comes factory with the Newport vessel. Okay, and then also what we have here is our prop nut, and our cable here is routed up here, and it goes into an Addison plug, which goes to the controller. Then from the controller, man, I gotta skip back and forth, so I apologize here, guys. So this cable is my controller cable, power and stuff like that. So that, you know, it runs along the side of the Yak Pro pack here, and goes alongside here, and it comes out here. So this is the actual controller for my trolling motor in the back, as you can see, forward, reverse, and I have a little LCD screen there that'll tell me what percentage I'm using it at, either 50%, 100%, whatever it may be. And then back to the yak crate, y'all. What I have mounted on here is extra rail mount. What I did was I use this for if I'm running, like, you know, a third additional camera, and then I have that ready to go. Then of course back to our trolling motor. So this mount right here for my rear trolling motor is from One Objectives. What I did was mount this on here, and then I have additional H-rail mount here. And what I did was add my Yak Power pole. This is not the high vis, doesn't come with the light, but it does the job. I like it. And then of course we have our Hobie flag here for when we transport. We put that guy back there so people knows that you don't get too close to the kayak and whatnot. Okay, so what I have here is the kill switch for my box here, which controls my Newport vessel trolling motor in the back, the 86-pound thrust trolling motor. I have this kill switch. What it is a magnetic deal. So what happened is, let's say if this cord right here goes to a clip, you know, this goes into this clip here. This will clip into my life vest, my PFDs, and if I so happen to fall off, what happened is it pulls this, magnet it off and it'll kill the trolling motor. So it's a safety precaution that you must have when you are running a trolling motor on a kayak. It is mandatory. You got to have it, or else, you know, Fish and Wildlife is liable to give you a ticket. Back to the box itself, it is a Breedia, as you can see there. Hopefully that camera captures it. It is a DC motor governor by Breedia. This is an awesome deal. On top of it, I have my Guardian Angel lighting for the back. So if I'm out and about at night time, you know, I turn the light on so people can see me out there, so they don't run me over at night. Oh man, keep on forgetting stuff. So I add an additional aluminum bar here to my trailer, 2-bolt. This comes up and it has my light here, LED light, which I have disconnected right now. It's going to be hooked up to my trailer lights here, so when I turn it on at night, it's going to be detachable as far as the connection area. So, you know, at nighttime I connect it and have this comes on, which help me see at night when I back things up. I also have this here, which is strapped down. This right here, it's just a piece of ABS plastic that I mount to this, where if I can't see back here, what I do is I tilt that up and give me a little bit more of a deal to see. All right, moving on forward now, y'all. And then what I have here is my remote control for my camera. It works for GoPro. It works for just about every camera out there, as long as they have wireless mic options. That comes very handy. And then I have my under storage tackle box here. It holds 4 3600 tackle boxes, as you can see there. I have my, you know, bass tackle, my crappie tackle, I got my trolling tackle, I got my jigs there, even for my squid fishing. So, and then of course in the center hatch here, what I got is, let me see, what I got in here is just miscellaneous stuff. This is all my crappie 6 cents box. Really, I have a lot of 6 cents crappie minnow, clobber minnow right here, as you can see. I've been saying gobbler, is more like clobber minnow. And then we have the, let me see, where's my microfiction? I got different colors. And then we have, of course, our microfiction clobber minnow. This is like a 1.5 inch size plastic. And then of course extra stuff that I have. Miscellaneous stuff. We got our license here, our registration for our kayak, and then my wallet will go there if it rains, so that'll stay nice and dry. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Oh, also got this right here. It's a quad lock phone mount. I use to mount my phone here. Then of course, y'all seen the video, the front view camera. We have this mount here on our rail tracks here. That's basically covers it, I believe. Okay, so I believe that covers just about everything. Oh no, it didn't actually. All right, trailer. So this right here, this Pro Angler is sitting on our Kalkin jet ski trailer, which I have modified into our kayak trailer. What I did was just get some conduit right here, which is metal, and have it bent. I took it to I believe Bucky's, and have them bent that at like a 15-degree angle for me. They didn't really charge me, which is awesome, but you know, I tipped the guy a little bit of money for lunch, just the fact he did that for me, which is nice of him. And yeah, we have it welded onto the frame, so everything's all welded. The weld is not pretty, but it does the job. It does the job. And we have our spare tire here, as you can see. Then we have our custom trailer wheels, which we've ordered from Amazon. It wasn't too bad of a price. It's like a couple $100. Might as well make it look good. But yeah, y'all, that's probably wrap things up for our kayak build here. So that's about wrap it up for our kayak setup. Hopefully this may answer some of the questions that y'all may have on my setup. So hopefully this will help you guys get a little bit of an idea on how to set up your kayak if you choose to do so. With that being said, y'all, we are here at the lake. You know, we're gonna get on the lake and fish for a little bit, see what we can catch out here. yeah, with that being said, man, let's get out on the lake and let's start fishing. While we're on our way to that area, let me take this opportunity to thank one of my subscribers. His name is, I'm sorry if I butcher your name, guy, but I think his name is Rada Sahenda. He is one of my subscribers that's been sending me a super thanks. I think he's been sending me twice. He sent me some money just to help out with gas and stuff like that. So it's highly appreciated. Rada, I really appreciate you and I thank you. Hopefully one day you get your boat up and running, or when you get your graph, my friend, maybe we could get out and fish together someday. Look forward to meeting you, and special thanks to you, my friend. Much appreciated. Let's shoot these docks. Nothing there. Hopefully there's something on this end. There's one. There's one, y'all. Look, he's a nice one too. Ooh, he came off. Dang it. I didn't set the hook hard enough. But that was awesome. Okay, guys. First thing we're going to shoot is in between this boat. There we go. I had a couple nibble. Those might be yellow, might be brim. Let's go in this side now. There's one. There's one. Look at that. And he's a keeper. And he is a keeper. Look at that. Ow. There you have it. That was our second. We shot that dock here. That was the first slit to that boat dock. We got ourselves one. Put him in the cooler. Let's see if there's another one in here. Maybe he has a buddy. Usually he should have a buddy or two in here. No. We'll try it again. All right, now let's try the middle. See if there's anything here. Nothing there. We'll shoot it again. Again, y'all, you want to shoot it more than just one time. You might want to have to shoot it 2 to 3 times before you actually get a bite. All right, nothing there. There's one. There's one. So this guy followed it all the way out. As you can see, I was trying to adjust myself and came out of nowhere and took the bait. He's a 9-incher. Oh my God. This guy here is crazy. Bluegill. He fight really hard for the size of him. Man, he fought better than the crappie did. Amazing. Amazing. All right, I feel like what I'm using is a little bit too heavy. So what I'm gonna do next now is downsize my weight to a little lighter jig. What I was using was a 1/4 ounce jig head. Now I'm gonna go to a 1/16 ounce jig head. Let's see what kind of difference that'll make. I don't have any 1/8 ounce jig head, so. All right, we have our 1/8 jig head. We have our 1/16 ounce jig head on now, as you can see here, with our gobbler minnow. This is the thread fin shad color. Let's see if this works. Let's pitch around this boat here. There's one. There's one. There we go. So that goes to show slow falling rate bait produces fish. When you cannot catching them, when you're using a bigger jig head, little heavier jig head, it goes down too fast. The fish don't have time to catch up to it. So by me slowing down and retie, put on a lighter jig head with a slighter fall rate, produces a fish catch. Keep that in mind, y'all. We're gonna put him in the cooler and let's see if there's another one. Okay, so let's shoot the dock again with the lighter jig. Let's see if that does anything. Less quieter when it enters under the dock when you're shooting it, so that might be a good thing to have, right? Because if you make too much commotion when you're shooting these docks, sometimes it will scare the fish. So switching down give us a lot lesser of a noise when we're shooting these dock. Oh man, I messed up. Hopefully it should create. There's one. He's a good one. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, he's a bass. He is a bass. Oh my God. Look at this guy. Okay, so we're not catching just crappie today. We're catching bass. It's nice to have fun coming out here catching fish. Oh, I thought he was a crappie. I was like, man, that is a giant crappie. Talk about personal best. That would have been it. Boy, he got me pumped. He got me stoked.
Full of truth and punishment, words I buried to stay in control. Now they echo through my soul like distant bells I can't come.